Hey everyone, Noctra here and welcome to my second PC build video. It's been a while, hasn't it, since I uploaded anything. I won't bore you too much with the details, but been working and pretty much just hustling for all these over here. So anyways, yeah, I'm back and today we'll be building a high-end gaming system. And it can be also used as the high-end editing workstation system also. You can see I got all my parts here lined up for you. Let me run you through all the parts that we'll be building with today. So first off, starting with the CPU motherboard combo, I got the Ryzen 7 7800X3D. Powerful gaming CPU with AMD's 3D V-Cache, which is basically just magic. And then pairing with that, it will be a X670EA gaming Wi-Fi from ASUS ROG Strix. The reason I bought this is because it's mostly just, it has white accents on it, so it fits the theme. I have a white case anyways as well. So overclocking wise, this one will be very good for overclocking as well. It can tweak around in PBO settings a lot. Now I do a manual overclock if I wanted to. So to me, this is a very good motherboard, and especially for its price, it's really very cheap.
Hey everyone, Editor Noctra here. I stopped the video here because I may have left out mentioning the RAM when I was recording. A little bit of a whoopsie there. So here's just a quick cut to tell you the basic details of said RAM. It's a Corsair Vengeance RGB 64GB kit, 2 sticks of 32GB RAM, running at 6000 MHz, cache latency at 40. According to the internet, AM5 systems are pretty unstable if you want to push high speeds like 7000 MHz and above. Not sure if that's the same for Intel. But anyways, to avoid any compatibility issues because of the RAM, I settled for this. And I've used Corsair in the past and have pretty much been a fanboy since. Clean designs, bright RGB lights on their RAM kits are just amazing. Not to mention I'm using other Corsair parts in this build too. So anyways, that's all I have to say about the RAM, so let's continue with the video.
And then for the most important part right now is the graphics card, which I have here, the MSI Supreme X 4090, RTX 4090. The fastest gaming GPU in the world right now. There's no disputed contestants, even from AMD. Their 7900 XTX can't really beat this, so this cost me the most anyways, so it better be damn well worth it. Then next, we'll be using our storage here. These are from my old systems, the P3 Plus here, 2TB, and the Samsung 1TB SSD here, the 980. These are from my old system, especially these hard drives at the side here. You can see over here, these two hard drives, 4TB each. So if I can save costs, I'm gonna save it on storage, so I'll be reusing those. And then power supply wise, 850 watts. Some people say it's enough, some people say it's not, but to err on the safe side, I went with a 1000 watt power supply from Corsair, the RM Shift 1000X. This one is a special power supply because it's not like your traditional power supplies where the power connectors are facing inwards to your case. This one is facing outwards towards the side panel, so maintenance and cable management is supposedly easier as well. And for CPU cooler, I also went with another Corsair product, the Corsair H150i Elite LCD XT. 360mm radiator cooler, and some may think this is overkill for an X3D CPU because they're really power efficient and they run really cool. But in the future, when the Ryzen 8000 series comes out, I want to be prepared for that because I may end up getting a Ryzen 9. For now, I'll be using the Ryzen 7, then upgrade in the future, maybe next year or so. And this one has also an LCD panel where you can put GIFs, or you can just show the temperature while you can put things on the LCD screen. So yeah, I went with this as well, so it makes my case look just a little bit more vibrant. Then on the sides here, I have these SP120 RGB Elites. These are extra fans because this case 5000X only comes with 3 fans in the front, and then that's pretty much it. So I got 3 fans to put on the side as intake, 1 for the exhaust at the rear, and then my Corsair water cooler will have 3 for exhaust facing upwards. So there should be 10 fans total, and more than enough than I'll ever need. And then other than that, I got some minor accessories here like Omni beams, RGB strips, Streamer Plus cables for my motherboard and my GPU. And yeah, so this is basically all the parts that I have and I'm going to build with. I'm going to do my standard style of unboxing everything I have here first, just a really quick unboxing. So I'll do a quick unboxing and then we will get to the building right away. So here it is, the Ryzen 7 7800X3D, AMD 3D V-Cache technology, one of the fastest gaming CPUs out there in the world. And then on the top here we have the specs. So Ryzen 7 7800X3D, 8 cores, 16 threads, 5 GHz max boost and 4.2 GHz base. Front, we just have a nice clear view of the CPU here. Side, advanced with AMD Ryzen. And then over here at the back, it also states here, cooler not included, AM5 socket, and comes with 104 MB of cache. And here's all the warranty information in all different languages, as well as the copyrights here. Ryzen 7 and AMD logo at the bottom. So very standard packaging. Let's get it open. And I'm gonna have to struggle a bit opening this because I haven't opened. There we go. So here we are, this is the CPU. So lift this up, just a shell. And then we have, I'm having trouble with this, we have the CPU itself. So as you can see here, 7800X3D comes with a very neat Ryzen sticker as well, but I'm not going to stick that on my case. I'm just going to put this somewhere, like probably on my table or something. And the thing about AM5 is that AMD CPUs don't have the pins on them anymore. They use an LGA socket instead of PGA. In the box, we still have this warranty certificate or authenticity, then serial number things, and then all these are just your, I would say, Surgeon General warnings. I will fill that in later. Over here, these gloves, man, they are not very friendly for me. So this is Join the Conversation by AMD, Red Team, and then I don't think there's anything else in this box already, if I'm not wrong.
1 hour later.
Yeah, I was struggling to get this styrofoam bit out from this, but I don't think there's anything in there anyways, so I'm just gonna ignore that. Then this is our 8-core 16-thread goodness right here, AMD Ryzen. Alright, next up we have the ROG Strix X670E-A gaming Wi-Fi motherboard. And first off, first impressions, this is a lot heavier than I expected it to be. And because I'm used to using MATX motherboards, which are not usually this heavy. So anyways, sides, we just have some branding here, X670E-A, the ASUS logo. Anyways, on the back we have much more useful information. So over here you can see these are the back panel IOs, what you have, which is very well equipped. You can see from right here, there's a lot of USB ports and even the audio ones, which I use quite frequently. So that's a win for me. CPU AMD socket AM5 for Ryzen 7000 series. Maximum 4 DIMMs and 128 gigs of RAM. 3 expansion slots, so 1 PCIe Gen 5, 1 PCIe Gen 4 and 1 PCIe Gen 3. The Gen 5 and Gen 4 is times 16 and the Gen 3 is times 1. And then the chipset right here is the X670 chipset, the newest one from AMD. It's an ATX form factor, as you can see over here. Okay, yeah, and for storage we have 4 M.2 slots, which is a lot. My previous one only had 2, so this is a welcome improvement. 4 SATA ports, but I only had 2 SATA drives, so that should be more than enough. And here we are, here is the motherboard. Quite big. Well, I say big because like I said, I've been really used to micro ATX boards for literally my whole life. So yeah, there's that. And this is like a little pouch for your accessories. Right here is the big boy motherboard. I'll keep this aside first and I'll take it out later. Let's see what's in the box first. So, in this little sachet component here, is there anything else in there? Nope. We have the Wi-Fi antenna. We have a ROG keychain. Wow, okay. My friend actually gave me one of these, but it's red and I think it's for the Evangelion set, if I'm not wrong. I may have butchered the name, but this is nice to have. Like, pass this on to someone. You have the user guide, the manual, which basically just tells you how to operate the motherboard, what sockets to use. I won't need this, but it's nice to have. Then we also include some stickers, ROG stickers, which is nice. These are nice silver colored and they are a bit shiny, as you can see. Then this is web storage, I won't use. This is quick start guide, so in here just shows you what ports to use for BIOS flashback, how to put in the CPU and stuff. We won't need that. And then this is the SATA cables. They provide 2, which is enough for me. Then this is for the big M.2 one. So this is a replacement for the damaged thermal pad. For the main one, the PCI Gen 5 one. It's nice to include these. Nice touch. Box is empty. So yeah, that's about it for the motherboard. And I also casually just forgotten to show you the motherboard itself, so pardon me for that. So no safety seal, unlike the graphics card. However, it is quite a huge motherboard, and damn, she's a beauty, man. Here, the CPU goes there, obviously. 2 EPS power cables to feed the CPU. Yeah. Then this is where all the I/O thing goes. This is for the main I'm gonna put my boot drive here, my main SSD. And then the top here would be, this is for USB 3.0, Type C, sorry. USB 3.0 with this one. 24-pin motherboard connector. And then these are for my CPU pumps and fans. And it's nice they include a backplate, custom backplate for this as well. Looks very nice. And yeah, so that's about it for the motherboard. Alright, so after the GPU, motherboard, CPU, now we have another crucial component, which is the RAM. I got Corsair again. So this is the Vengeance RGB DDR5. This is specifically for AMD Expo. It has 64 gigs of total memory. So 2 32 gig sticks, and then both with Expo enabled will be running at 6000 MHz. So it's all black with RGB at the top. And then at the back shows you individually addressable RGB LEDs, 10 of them. Onboard voltage regulation for overclocking. And then these are for lights, preset and custom RGB lighting profiles, and peak performance for the latest AMD motherboards. So yeah, I already opened this, so I'm just going to do a quick open here. Here we are. So DDR5 64 gigs, 2 times 32, 6000 mega transfer per second, and it's running at CL40 speed timings. Made in Taiwan, and these are all the serial numbers, 1.35 volts. So DDR5, front looks like this, cool Vengeance logo with the RGB at the top. So I'm going to show you how one stick looks like. So yeah, this is what the stick feels like. It has the brushed metal finish to it. I don't know if that's intentional or it's just plastic made to feel this way. Then this is the Vengeance RAM. And RGB at the top with a small Corsair logo. My camera won't focus. And there's a small Corsair logo at the top there, you can see it. So yeah, that's the RAM. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so after the CPU and motherboard, next one is probably the most important part right here. The graphics card, which is RTX 4090 MSI Supreme X. Let's have a look at the box. GeForce Supreme X 4090. This is the front of it. Shows you the really intricate and awesome design of the cooler and the front shroud. Supreme X, MSI logo at the top here, and then 3 years warranty by our local supplier, Cobell. At the back, that's where the good stuff is. So Trifrozer 3S, so push performance with the latest MSI cooling design and elevate sophistication with a prestigious appearance. Torx fans 5.0, vapor chamber, core pipes, MSI center, and then these are just the key features. I'll zoom in a little bit here. Dedicated ray tracing cores, tensor cores, DLSS, all that good stuff. Down here would be cutting edge GPUs, all this stuff. You can pause the video and read it if you want to. I'm not gonna read everything, it's quite long. And here you are the specs, basic specs: 4090, 24GB GDDR6X, 384-bit bus, 3 display ports, 1 HDMI. Alright, so let's get this thing open. So it opens this way. It says change the game down here. And we are greeted with, let me just adjust the camera. Really nice Supreme logo. And then in here, we have, they give you a free mouse mat. Supreme one, looks really good. And there's this brushed aluminum feel to it. Accessories wise, we have a GPU stand, but it looks good though, it has a Supreme logo on it. And then you have this 4 8-pin PCI power cables to 12V VHPWR, if I'm not wrong. Then the main star of the show will be the graphics card. I've already opened this, so just gonna take it out, and here it is in all its glory. So you can see the brushed aluminum finish on here, along with the brushed metal along the sides, the angled designs. These are the torque fans. Then on the bottom, you can see the huge fin stack and vapor chamber. It's just humongous, huge. I think that's just an understatement, but yeah, quite a surprise. At the top, you have the Supreme MSI GeForce RTX logo. These light up, so can't wait to put some RGB on it. Then there's the 12V power connector thing. And this is the fin stack, very dense, very nice. Very thick as well. I like, the video doesn't do it justice, but this is huge. Then on the back, GeForce RTX Supreme, very beautiful backplate with the brushed aluminum thing. It's the same on the front. Supreme logo here. Then some vented cutouts so air can just pass through directly. And back, we have a vented cutout with 3 display ports, 1 HDMI. And then this is the other end with, you can just see how thick the fin stack is, man, Christ. But yeah, that means cooling on this will be no issue. I'm not gonna run into any cooling issues, especially when overclocking this, I assume. So yeah, that's the graphics card. Alright, so next up on the list, we have the power supply, the thing that will power the entire system, and without it, nothing would happen. So here we have the Corsair RMX Shift Series RM1000X fully modular ATX power supply. Again from Corsair, and it's ATX 3.0 certified, so I won't need to use that adapter that you saw in the graphics card just now. Innovative and easy access, side cable connector position. So you can see, usually the power supplies, the traditional ones, they will have the connectors here on this side facing inwards towards the PC. But here it's on the side facing outwards towards the side panel, so cable management will be slightly easier, and accessibility in the future also will be quite easy. And then this is all the cables that it comes with. So ATX 24 pin, 8 pin, this is the EPS cable, so 2 of them. Then 12 volt power rail thing here, one of them. Splits into 2 from the picture, it looks like it. PCIe 8 pin, another PCIe 8 pin. This is for older cards, 30 series and below. And SATA and parallel ATA cables. I also forgot to show you the back, so I'm gonna do it now. 0 RPM fan mode. This is when there's no load or very low load. The fans won't spin, so it's completely quiet. 80 plus gold rating. Oh yeah, and the more important thing here is made with 100% Japanese electrolytic capacitors. So these are the best capacitors on the market, the Japanese ones. And then at the bottom shows you the 80 plus power efficiency and the fan speed. This one you can adjust in the IQ software. So as you can see on this is a single 12 volt rail, so 1000 watts on the rail. Then the rest adds up to like 150, 15 watts. So opens just like the GPU box. And here we have it, the power supply. We use the UK plug here in Singapore, so this is a main power connector. And this is a really big bag. We have all these connectors, which I'm going to lay out. Some screws for your for your case. Over here with the zip ties for cable management. It's nice that they include this. Here is the power supply. It's not as heavy as I expected it to be. I think it's just because the cables were heavy in that box. So yeah, here Corsair RM1000X, Corsair logo at the top, the big fan. Here is for the silent operation. Power switches here. And the cables, motherboard, PCIe CPU, PCIe CPU, and SATA PATA. Alright, next up we have the CPU cooler, the iQH150i Elite LCD XT. Comes with the aforementioned LCD CPU block thing here. And then you have a 360mm radiator, 3 fans, 1, 2, 3. These are QR fans if I'm not wrong. And then it's white. And on the back, you get more information. So included IQ. This comes with the commander core controller for 6 fans, I think. And then, sorry, these are actually AF fans. Pre-applied thermal paste, that's good because I didn't buy thermal paste. 2.1 inch IPS LCD screen, 480 by 480 resolution. And then compatible with all the AM5, LGA 1700. So yeah, this is what it'll look like, plus the included thermal paste. Tube length is about 45 cm. 3 120mm fans. They spin up to 2100 RPM. Fan airflow, fan pressure, fan noise level, all very good stuff. So let's get it open. Safety and compliance warranty information. Nobody reads this. Then you got your 3 fans here. AF fans. I'll show you one of them. This looks good. Corsair logo, and this has RGB as well. And one at the size, there's a AF Elite thing here. There we go, it focused. Corsair. So yeah, this is the radiator, the pump block. Let's get this out. Here is the pre-applied thermal paste in this pattern, and then the pipes, the LCD block right here. And then other things in the box include your mounting gear for, this is for Intel I believe. Then this is for thread ripper, so you can use a thread ripper with this as well. And then this is AM4 here. No, these are screws for your radiator and fans. And there you get this USB splitter, USB 2.0 splitter, so you can connect the fan hub, which is in there, I haven't showed it to you yet, the fan hub and the LCD screen on the pump into one USB header, so it's a splitter. It's nice they included that. Here is the commander core. Comes with 2 3M tapes for you to tape it to the back of your case, and here is the commander core. So this one also links up with a USB and then SATA. 6 fans. The fan, the PWM stuff goes in the bottom, and then the RGB one goes to the top. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hey everyone, Editor Noctra here, and yeah, the build is complete, so I hope you enjoyed this little montage that I put together just about now for the building process, and obviously the B-roll shots that I tried to take of the system when it's completed. But I have been using this system now for about 3 weeks in between my initial recording date and now, so I'm just going to give you some insights on how the system performed in the games and productivity work cases situations. So first off, gaming. I have played quite a few games on this. I played games like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Battlefield, and mostly Overwatch as well. It's easier to run games as well. So I played quite a decent amount of games, and I would say, yeah, there's nothing can bring my system below 144 Hz in most of those games, with exception for like Call of Duty. Any game at any resolution, 4K and below, you can beat it, you can run it on anything. Very good gaming machine. The 7800 X3D paired with the 4090 as well is one of the best combinations, if I'm not wrong, for a high-end gaming system. So yeah, and it shows because in games, Overwatch I was getting about 240 FPS at 4K max settings, so average. So it was very buttery smooth, frame time graph was amazing, frame rates were nice and high. That's pretty much it about gaming. Productivity wise, I use this to edit this video and another hidden sneak peek video I have coming up. The 24 gigs of VRAM on the 4090 really helps a lot, because back when I was with my 3080, 10 gigs of VRAM was honestly just not enough, and I would run into issues where it will lag, you know, and the video would just like pause in between, like lag basically. So the 24 gigs of VRAM plus the help of my 64 gigs of system RAM makes this way better, so my editing experience is a lot smoother and stuff. The processor, as I said in the beginning of the video, I will upgrade to a Ryzen 9 once the 8000 series comes out, but so far there's no news about it yet, so I'm just gonna live with this for now. Very good gaming experience, very good editing experience productivity wise. I would say this build is a massive success. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel, it really helps me out a lot. And I will start uploading with my regular content, gaming content soon, in about a few days over the new year. So stay tuned for that. I have games like Cyberpunk, probably Icarus, Train Simulator, all these are coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. I'm not gonna keep you guys for any longer, so thank you so much again for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. This is Noctra, signing out. Peace.